Hey guys, it's GameFacer and welcome back to episode 136 of Leeds United Career Mode. Now, this is going to be the penultimate episode of the series, so basically the final episode will be out possibly today. It might be a double episode is what I'm probably going to do. We'll just have to wait and see how much I can do. But basically in this episode we're going to be trying to pretty much complete the season. We're playing another 2 matches, we'll be simming some other games as well. So the plan is to play this Liverpool match, then sim Newcastle, sim West Brom, play the Tottenham game, and then I think we'll sim the Bournemouth match and kind of see where we're at with the last 4 games, which we'll get through in the next episode. Kind of just see whereabouts we are in the title race. Obviously we need to try and win the league. That is the aim, currently 5 points off the top but with the game in hand. So it's an important match, this one against Liverpool. That's the team I'm going to play with. To stay getting goal, Yedlin, Zuma, Reyes, Chilwell, Bridcut, Lucas, Ramirez, Arnautovic, Antonio and Tevez up front. Before we get into the game though, if we could go ahead and hit 20 likes on this video, that would be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, let's crack on with the game against Liverpool, try and get the 3 points, and see whether we can push to try and win that title in our final season. Here we go, we're at Anfield for this match, need the 3 points. Not too sure whereabouts Liverpool are in the title race. I think they're probably in the top 7, but I'm not 100% sure. The team that they've put out is a little bit strange, 3 players I've not heard of. We'll have to wait and see how they play. But first, from first appearances, it seems like they'll be doing a lot of passing it around. Oh, that's a bad challenge on Tevez. Surely got to be a booking at least here. He got away from his man, and that's going to have to be a card. It is a yellow card for him. We might have to change the striker around because Tevez too small really, and he's kind of struggling up there with not too much height around him. And obviously he's got Arnautovic there, and he's trying to really use as much of his height as possible, but it's not always working. Lucas hits off a shot, but always going to be a difficult one to get on target on his weak foot. On the counter-attack here, probably the final attack of the half. Can we have a shot here with Arnautovic? On his right foot deflects off the bar and out and off across the line. Wow, no luck involved there whatsoever. It is 1-0 just before half-time. No idea what's happened here. He's tried to play it back to his keeper. He can't pick it up and therefore misses it. And eventually it goes over the line. One of the strangest goals you'll ever see. And yeah, we're 1-0 up. As easy as that really. Own goal for Lovren. Well, that is it for the first half. A goal is a goal, we'll take it obviously. Still in the game 1-0. We'll maybe make a couple of changes now I think at half time. Because it didn't quite work with Tevez playing up front. So what we might do is play maybe Antonio on the left and Arnautovic up front I think. Well, Arnautovic was actually coming inside quite a lot anyway, but we've obviously got other options on the bench, Ronaldo being one of them, if we need him. So we'll probably just leave it at that, just changing things around in this second half, and we'll see how that goes. Antonio to shoot, off the bar, oh no. Okay, so I'm going to make all 3 changes now. We're going to bring on Matuidi, Ronaldo and Andre Schürrle. That means we'll take off Bridcut, Antonio and Arnautovic just to kind of mix things up a little bit, kind of freshen up some of the players and try and get another couple of goals if we can to see this game out. We obviously need to get the subs on as quickly as possible. Got a few tired players, Bridcut being one of them, but we've got a good chance here. Yedlin just loses it. Ramirez going to look for Ronaldo at the back post. Oh, and it's 2-0. Fantastic header. Ronaldo, who's actually looked pretty poor since he's come on, to be honest. A few bad touches and bad passes here and there. But he gets us our second goal. He's got the quality there to win the header and put it in the back of the net. 2-0, and there's about 10 minutes left. Ramirez onto Chilwell. Going to get forward here. Another cross going in for Ronaldo. Oh, what a save that time round. Chilwell will follow it up, but couldn't quite get there. And that is it. We've won the game 2-0. Fantastic result for us. Got the 3 points that we needed. And it's a quite a decent away result, actually. They're keeping the clean sheet as well, which is going to help us with our goal difference. Definitely deserved to win. We actually took our chances this time around. We actually only had 2 shots on target, according to those stats. Liverpool having 0 shots, though, so quite rightly we won that game. And we'll have to wait to see what that does to the table. So this is the table. We are still in fourth place at the moment, but obviously Aston Villa have got a game in hand still over everyone, so they could go on to 60 points potentially, and we could be still 5 points behind them. But there's 8 games to go for us at least, and we'll have to wait and see whether we can catch anybody else up. I'm sure there'll be other teams dropping points before then. Let's do some more play drills, the exact same 5 plays we've been doing for such a long time now, pretty much all season I think actually, and we've got a couple of players going up in attributes there, but nothing too drastic. They're kind of starting to not go up as much now, which is kind of understandable. We have been growing them for a long time. Let's try and find out who we've got in the Champions League. Have we had the draw yet? It doesn't look like it, does it? So we'll have to wait and see who we've got there. We've obviously beaten Porto across the 2 legs to go into the next round. Okay, this is fantastic news for us. Villa lost. As simple as that. Villa lost and are still second, so we're actually only 2 points off the top. That's fantastic news for us. Big game against Newcastle. Didn't realise they're third. I forgot about that. So if we beat them, we go ahead of them and into third position ourselves. Obviously, that depends on other results as well. We could actually go higher up than that. Have we found out who we've got yet? Or do we have to wait longer? No, we've got Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. What a game that will be, or what 2 matches that will be anyway. That should be a very interesting game for us to play. Might actually get the first game of that in this episode, thinking about it, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. And yeah, let's pretty much prepare this team to sim the match against Newcastle. Seems very risky given the fact that we're so close in the table, but I think with us being at home, we should get the win. Okay, this is the team I've gone with. To stay again, Nelson, Zuma, Stones, Galloway, Lucas, Matuidi, Ramirez, Schürrle, Ronaldo and Dybala. All in the side. So pretty much a really strong team here. As you can see in their recent results, they've beaten Aston Villa, drawn against Aston Villa and drawn against Southampton. So Villa twice. Don't know why that is. Maybe they played them in the cup or something. But yeah, that is an interesting set of last results. Dybala scoring 4 minutes in, but I've got a feeling they'll probably respond quite quickly. But we are 1-0 up. That's a good start. And they haven't responded just yet. And now we've played the first sort of 40 minutes of the match, still winning the game 1-0. Into the second half, Kongolo comes on for them. Tevez comes on for us and scores just a minute later, 2-0. And it seems like we should have this game pretty much in the bag at the moment. There's only going to be 15 minutes left for them to respond. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen. 5 minutes left, and Tevez makes it. 3 fantastic stuff, just 2 minutes before the end of the game. We've won the match 3-0, quite a comfortable win actually in the end. So we go above Newcastle and into first place. Wow. Villa lost again. United lost. Wow, we've really done well there, to be honest. We're up to first in the league table. Let's have a look at their results, actually, see how they got on. Okay, so Villa lost to Liverpool by the looks of it, I think. They lost 1-0 to Liverpool. How did Man United do? They lost 2-0 to Hull. That's a bit of a surprise result. Chelsea drew as well. So a lot of the teams around us lost points there. Man City also lost to West Brom. I know they're obviously in 7th position, but still another big name that dropped points. And we just happened to win 3-0. So we're top of the league now. 7 games left to remain there. We can't really afford to drop too many more points now. Great news for us. Andre Silva is back and he's in training now for us. So he should be able to play for the last sort of 7 matches in the league that we've got, and obviously some of the Champions League games coming up. So that's great news for us. Got this game against West Brom now. Another match we will be simming. A little bit risky, but we're going to have to try and do it anyway in order to get through some matches in this episode. We've got to promote Gary Gordon, who wants to leave the club otherwise, so we just will promote him into the side and see what he's like. In terms of the other players that we've got, don't think there's any other Scottish players that we've got that we need to promote, to be honest, so we'll leave them there for now. And I don't think we'll be using the academy too much with us being so close to the end of the series. Silvestri, Cook, Reyes, Dodge, Carl and Bust all want to leave. We get this every episode, I think, now. But we've got a game against West Brom. We'll see how things go. I'll change around the team and hopefully get ourselves 3 points here. Okay, so we're going to sim it through the calendar with it being an away game. I've actually got no control really of the team here, so we will just sim it and hope that the person that's chosen the team also thinks about the game against Bayern Munich as well just a few days later. We need the result here. Let's wait and see how he gets on. How are we going to do? Please let us win this. Oh, we've won the game 2-1. Fantastic result for us. Really needed the 3 points there just to make sure that we obviously remained at the top of the league. Let's see what that league table looks like. In fact, we won't be able to do that just yet because we've got the Bayern Munich game thinking about it. So, we'll obviously get on with the Bayern Munich match. Need to change around the team. Hopefully we've got the players available to us to put out a good side. Okay, this team that I've gone with to play against Bayern Munich. Obviously, change formation, change side, a bit more defensive. We can't afford to play the same sort of style that we usually do in the league. It's far too open, really, to play against Bayern Munich, who are going to be very strong down the wide areas with the likes of the wingers that they have. I think they've probably still got most of them, so I'm going to assume that out wide they're going to be quite good. Ter Stegen in goal, obviously Nelson right back, Stones, Reyes, Galloway. Then in front of that we've got obviously Bridcut protecting the defence, and then we've got Antonio on the right, Ramirez, Matuidi and Arnautovic also in midfield with Ronaldo up front. Going to kind of play a little bit on the counter-attack, but we'll just have to wait and see how things go. That's the bench we've gone with. Silva on there in case we need him, but a few players that maybe you wouldn't expect. De Jacpa being one of them, and quite a few players being dropped that maybe you wouldn't expect as well. Lucas, who I just don't feel quite has the quality that we need. Tevez and Asamoah being the other players as well. So let's go on with this game against Bayern Munich, hopefully get the result that we need, and try and get into the next round. But we need an away goal here, ideally. I think it is an away match, so we need that away goal in the first leg. Okay, so it looks like Bayern Munich are going to have some slightly different players to what we expect. Obviously, we've got through a lot of seasons here, so they're not going to have an identical team to what they used to have. But we'll have to wait and see as the game goes on what sort of players they have available. It might be that we actually can afford to go to that formation that we play in the league, and we might do that during the game. We'll have to wait and see how things go, really. But I'm just hoping that with this formation, we've got the right balance in the team to prevent the counter-attacks or anything like that. Brid cuts through. What a save. Ramirez, and it's 1-0, 2 minutes in. Fantastic start for us. I think it's Neuer still in goal there. He couldn't save the rebound shot. Ramirez with the opening goal. Exactly what we were after. The away goal as well. And so quickly to score is fantastic for us. What a start this is. They just couldn't defend it. Brilliant 1-2 there. Ronaldo and Bridcut combining. Fantastic save initially. But then Ramirez with the follow-up 1-0. Matuidi breaking now on the counter-attack. Gonna play it inside to Bridcut. Now needs to look for Ronaldo. He's not giving her an option. Bridcut through to Ramirez, another fantastic chance for us. Bridcut, saved by Neuer, that would have been 2. Okay, this maybe isn't the Bayern Munich I was expecting. Steven Corker's in the team, along with Jason Denayer. So, this maybe isn't the greatest Bayern Munich team we've ever seen. I think they've got 3 at the back, judging by the defenders that they have on the pitch. So, yeah, maybe we could have afforded to play a bit more open. And Arnautovic, great chance for him to cut back inside onto his right foot. Still going to have a shot straight at Manuel Neuer. And eventually cleared. That is it for the first half. Still winning the game 1-0. A very good first half for us, but Bayern Munich still do look very good on the attack, so we need to be careful about that. Didn't realise Rooney was playing. That's a very bizarre one. But yeah, we're coming up against Rooney as well as Steven Corker in this Bayern Munich team. I wonder how old Rooney is now. He must be pretty old on this. But yes, that was a decent first half. Like I say, Bayern Munich still looking good on the attack though. We just need to be quite a bit more solid defensively, I think. Having a bit of an issue still with Bridcut coming out a little bit too much. I don't know why. He's supposed to be playing right in front of the defence, but he doesn't appear to be playing that position. So, just need to try and rein him in a little bit. But other than that, I think everything's going quite well. Matuidi looking for Ronaldo. Maybe going to play back to Matuidi, who was a bit closer in the end, but nearly dips over Neuer. Didn't quite mean to do exactly what happened there, but we'll take the corner anyway. Antonio to whip it in. It's a good ball in actually to Stones, but punched away by Neuer again. Okay, first change now. Kurt Zouma's going to come on. We'll take off Bridcut, who was still pushing out a little bit too much, but also he was getting quite tired as well. And I want someone that's quite big. It was always the plan to bring on Kurt Zouma, to be honest, in CDM. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And that's going to be the only change for now. Still 30 minutes left. There's no need to make all the changes if we don't need them, because the team's playing quite well actually on the whole here. Just got to be careful that obviously we don't get a surprise goal. Ronaldo on the counter-attack straight from their corner. Can he get a goal here, Ronaldo? Gonna look for some support if he can, but gets tackled. Ronaldo to shoot, and what a save by Neuer. Maybe that challenge, was it a good one or not? It was difficult to tell. Should that have been a penalty? I think he just got the shot away before that anyway, to be honest. Yeah, he had saved and out for a corner. Okay, the final 2 changes now. We're going to bring on Silva and Taylor will play on the right-hand side. That means to take out Antonio and Ronaldo. So we'll wait and see how this goes. Need to freshen up the attack a little bit. And also Taylor coming on as well will give us a bit more pace out wide. Silva, going to look for Arnautovic. Fantastic pass. Going to have to cut this one back to Silva. Can he finish it off? Saved and into the path of Taylor. Maybe a bit of a late shot there, a bit of a delayed reaction, and nearly falls for Silva again, but eventually cleared. What a final attack that was. We've won the game 1-0, fantastic news for us. Obviously got the away goal as well, which is exactly what we want. Obviously, not loads of goals, but that's the way I set up. It wasn't supposed to be a load of goals in this game, to be honest. But the first goal in that 3rd minute was crucial to winning the match and getting the away goal. 10 shots, 10 on target. Really quite efficient with our shooting. None of this shooting from distance, making sure that every shot was going to be on target anyway. In the other game, in the other quarter-final, there was Barcelona there drawing to PSG. We'll obviously have to wait and see who we get, if we get through, but there's still obviously another leg to play. But that puts us in a good position, that 1-0 win. Okay, the final game of the episode. We're not going to play it, though, against Tottenham. We're going to try and sim it. It's a home match again, so it's one that we probably should be winning. This team I've gone with, though, to Stegen in goal, Yedlin at right back, Zouma and Zlatan at centre-back, Chilwell at left-back, Lucas, Taylor and Asamoah in midfield, Schürrle on the left, Tevez on the right, Dybala up front. Let's give that a go. Hopefully it works out. Still quite a strong bench. Obviously Ronaldo and Silva on there if we need them. And yeah, we're going to sim it. Not through the calendar. We'll go through like the usual route of simming matches and see how we get on. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to risk it and just skip it straight away and see how we get on against Tottenham. Wow. We've actually won the game straight away. 1-0. Not a fantastic result. Tevez with the winning goal. But the main problem is Zuma's got a bad injury. That's not what we needed. Let's see how bad it is. 3 weeks with a sprained ankle, so it's not terrible. Could have been much, much worse, obviously. He could have been out for the rest of the season. But with that 3-week injury, I think he should return at some point during the end of the season now. He should be back, to be honest, by next month. So it's not terrible. It could have been much worse for him, but we got the 3 points. That's the main thing. Okay, so that is it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. If we could go ahead and hit 20 likes on this video, that would be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that is everything for this video. Don't forget there will be another episode coming out quite soon, so look out for that. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.